Greetings, Commanders, and welcome back to Archimedes Station today. I guess with our ongoing series of Geist Stones and Spirit Stones, we are going to be talking about what to do with your first Spirit and Geist Stone. I am still at 78 and 71 frags. I still have a ways to go. You need 100 to convert them into one, and I haven't had the bankroll to just buy them straight up yet. I've been spending money on the channel. All right, so a lot of people ask me what they should do with their first Geist Stones and first Spirit Stones. And of course, everyone has their own opinions of what they think they should do. And maybe your opinions are right. Maybe you have an idea that is perfect for the way you play the game. But I'll give you my opinion and the opinion of a lot of players because I think I pretty much got a good handle on this thing. So what you need to know is that the third gemstones are amazing because they let you have a third gem 4 or 5 set bonus. For most people, especially high-level accounts, they're going to be using double guaranteed hit gems. Like if you're infantry, Sagittarius, Gemini. If you're walker, Taurus, Leo. If you're airship, Gemini, Scorpio. You say, but Melt, Gemini is not that good. Well, it is for Vega, right? And also, all tier 12 has to land its damage to do the Terra Space damage, right? So everyone is usually using 2 guaranteed hit gems at the highest meta, especially with peak contest. But after that, things start to change. What do you do with the third gem set? Do you go with your 5 gem set bonus? So walkers would be Cassiopeia, or airships would be Cepheus, or infantry would be Andromeda. Well, Andromeda makes your opponent skip a turn, which if you're a 1-slot bust Gilly commander, that's not very useful, right? But the stats on the new 5-slot gems, or the 5-piece gems, are very good. So most people are going to be using double hit gems. When you get to your third gem set, then you should seriously consider using the new super premium gems. I don't think before that. I've tried it. I'm about to switch back. Well, I did switch back. So, when it comes to walker, airship, and infantry, you may not know for sure which commander you want. You might be trying Rogers out for peak contest. You might be still using 1-slot bust. You might want to roll more of like a balanced build with full metal or elf. But here is something that you can kind of rely on. You don't need the third gems in your weapons. Your weapons can easily get 2 gems with just an energy stone, and you can put a Taurus in one weapon and a Leo in the other to get your weapons bonus. Now remember, the 5-piece gems do use different gems. It's a 1 and a 5 for weapons. There is no 5th gem for the basic gems. So you'll never put your third gem on the weapons to start, unless you are desperate for attack or something. But even then, I really wouldn't do it because they're so rare and they're so expensive. So it really comes down to your headpiece and your chest. Well, here's the thing. Infantry, especially with tier 12, love dodge. And you can get a lot of dodge on the void chest. But the problem with the void chest is it doesn't have hit points. But you can gem for hit points, but you can gem for hit points on any chest piece. It has defense, which you can negate with non-violent resistance and breakdown from Gilly and Vega. Still, defense is good against a lot of the other matchups. It's going to be good against Rogers, I guess. It's not that good. I mean, because even like Elf, a lot of her damage is spell damage. Reinhardt's damage is spell damage. Plasma's is spell damage. So defense just isn't as good for tier 12. But that dodge is very useful. Not getting hit is important. It forces your opponents to rely on guaranteed hits. So you may have to find yourself balancing between the Void and the Shadow chess piece. So chess piece kind of is like, not too sure about that one. Also, tier suppression if you're battling a lot on your server, and sometimes you might even run Tyrant for full defense if you find a use for it. Even some high-level players are using Body of the Phoenix, even though the stats aren't very high, it gives all 3, which is really good for balanced builds, especially if you're a super high-level toe-to-toe commander. Full metal example. But then it comes to headpieces. Well, the same kind of issue. Gift of the Valkyrie is amazing because it has hit points, right? It does hurt your attack a little bit, but you're mostly relying on your tier 12 Terra Space damage at this late in the game, especially in peak contests. So Gift of the Valkyrie is great. But there's these new 3 class-specific headpieces, which are best in slot, especially at the highest level. So those will probably get your third gems, but those are class-specific. And in peak contests, you're going to be running at least a Rogers and a full metal. So where can you safely put a third gem where you know you won't regret it? Well, your pants. And here's why. The Fearless Pants have damage reduction. It literally reduces the damage of base hits and Terra Space damage. It's the only stat that does it. Fabrication have great raw stats, but you notice their primary stat is defense 2-to-1 on HP, which, like I said, defense isn't as good as HP. So out of the gate, Fearless is a better defense or toe-to-toe choice, as well as Terra Space damage. But you have other choices. You can go Maguel. Maguel has straight damage on the pants. Hard to do. It's the only damage pants in the game if you're not factoring in the HP from the the Fearless Pants. Also defense, though, so a little take back there. Maguel also does crit damage, not base attack, which can be reduced by Crit Wither, which is becoming more popular. So Maguel doesn't scale as well as we'd like, but it's still not bad for one slot bust, but not as good as Balance and Peak Contest. So there's also the Strength and Weaken Pants, but you're not really going to be using those too much except for specific builds, and you may put a third gem on them eventually, but not to start. You can always go Dodge Pants and Resistance Weakens Dodge Pants, but at the end of the day, Fearless Pants are pretty much going to be best in slot because no one's going to be one slot busting and blowing up any of their enemies in the Peak Contest or Fair Fight. So my vote is the Fearless Pants. Put your first third gem there. After that, probably decide on which chest piece you're going to be using the most, or go with your class-specific helm for your main commander that you need the third gem on. After that, it's up to you. And remember, if you don't want to use the third gemstone and you would rather just have $200, you could probably sell your third gem by inserting it into a tradable legendary. Like what? What's tradable legendary? I don't know. Any of the Thaumas helmets. You can put your third gem directly into a Thaumas helmet and then trade it on the auction house and just have your guildmate PayPal you a couple $100. I know players do that too. That's how players have, 12 and 13, 14, 15 Geist and Spirit Stones already. But anyway, I hope that was useful. If you have any other better ideas or if this video changes, put it in the comments below.